How do I track calories when I'm not the one who prepared the food? When I first started counting calories and even my macros, I found it to be quite a challenge. I knew that this would really ensure that I am making the best possible progress when it came to controlling my fat loss and muscle gain. But if I could do this, I could expand my options beyond my meal plan or even my kitchen, and I could have a less restrictive style of eating that would leave me feeling good about being able to enjoy life's variety and not feel guilty knowing that I'm not backtracking. I was sick of either taking my containers of prepared food with me when I went to functions and having to either eat reheated food or feel guilty not knowing what my caloric or protein intake is. I found that I could spend the whole week tracking and then mess it all up the weekend or even on vacations by essentially shooting in the dark. After some time tracking my own food and having an idea how to work out my calories, protein, carbs, and fats, I use an app called MyFitnessPal. I had tried not tracking and tried tracking, and there is no better thing that I have done in or outside the gym than tracking, or at least having a good idea of the calories and protein intake that I consume daily. So here's some things I use to allow myself to eat out or food at functions and gatherings and still make sure I hit my targets or get as close as possible. Because there's no way of telling exactly, but the point is to have an as close of an idea as possible, right? So depending on the situation, the first option I go for, which if possible saves a ton of time, and that's when I have takeout. Some of the takeout places have the calories and protein for you. I can simply then just add this to my daily tracking. The next option is to bring a food scale with you or use one at the person's house, and I will try and weigh and then search on MyFitnessPal for the food or a generic version of the food or ingredients I'm adding, and then I would add the weight in for each. The third method, if I don't have access to a scale, is to take a guess of the weight for each ingredient and then track it using the previous method, just obviously without a scale. This is a skill that you get better at over time. The more I tracked, the quicker I got at it, and the easier it became to have an idea of my caloric and protein intake without even tracking. Portioning becomes an easy thing to do by eyeball, but if the option is there, I'm going to track properly, as keeping track has showed me results better than anything else. My goal is to help 100 people who have not been able to find a sustainable way to get closer to their iconic body. I want to help you find your way. By the way, this assistance is completely free with no strings attached. If this is you, send me a message, comment, because obviously this offer will expire. I'll see you guys tomorrow.